Hi, I'm Anna of All Trades, and today I'm going to tell you my mom's secret recipe for making homemade cinnamon rolls from scratch. Spoiler alert, it's super easy. Alright, so the first thing that we need to do is have a completely clean and dry surface. So I just cleaned this surface and now I'm using a paper towel to make sure that it's dry because we are about to roll out the cinnamon rolls on this surface and we don't want them to stick to the counter. I am going to oil the countertop. I am going to take a small section of dough, and that might be a tad much, but more cinnamon rolls, more better. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to roll them all out. Oof, so much dough, it may have actually made it difficult for me. Oof. I have a little hole there, but I'm not really huge on presentation, so I actually don't really care about it. So I want to make this into an oblong shape that is somewhat squarish. I want it to be about 1/4 inch thick, but thinner or thicker does not really matter at all. So then we take a bit of butter. No donkeys were hurt in the making of that dish. And we're going to spread it around. By the way, this is a really fun activity to do with kids if you don't care about mess, because there's a lot of mess involved. At this point, I'm going to put a little bit of regular sugar, just enough to barely dust the top of the dough, followed by some cinnamon. Once again, just enough to dust the dough. And then some brown sugar. The butter and the brown sugar are going to caramelize and create that caramel on the inside of your cinnamon roll. So if you want more caramel, then add more butter and more brown sugar. And now at this point, I'm just going to roll them up. Oh, I should also say that the thickness of your dough also matters here. If you want them to be super, super big cinnamon rolls, then you want it to be a little bit thicker, or you could just make that way longer and then have them have 10,000 layers of beautiful, delicious caramel flakiness on the inside. So once I've got this into a snake-like shape, then I will start cutting. Ooh, by the way, you also need to put a little butter in the dish because that's delicious. And also it helps them not to stick. But I'm pretty sure that by this point we've used enough oil and butter that it will be no issue whatsoever as far as sticking, but let's just spread that around just to be sure. Pro tip here, the ugly one from the end, if you put it in like this and then squish it down a little bit, no one will ever be the wiser. And then, so I'm basically just going to make a whole bunch of these. And do keep in mind though that your dough is going to rise, so you want to leave room for them to do that. If you have a thicker one in the middle or something and you don't like really crispy ones, you can put the thicker ones at the outside of the thing so that they can cook more evenly that way. And if you want some people like the outside of their cinnamon rolls to be more crispy, so then you would space them more evenly throughout the thing. But if you want all gooey insides all the time, all over the place, then space them a little bit more closely. In this pan, we basically only have room for 6 of them before it's going to get too big once they've risen. So, oops, that one's really ugly, but who even cares? So there you go, that's what they look like. And now, as a quick bonus, I will show you how to make your very own frosting from scratch. So you, much like the dough, are going to apportion your sugar and butter and everything else ratio to the amount of frosting that you'd like to end up with. For those 6 tiny cinnamon rolls there, we don't need a whole lot of frosting. There's 4 basic ingredients in frosting. That is butter, vanilla, just a splash, which is good since that apparently is all I have left, and a little bit of cream. I prefer heavy cream, but I only have half and half right now, so will be just fine and dandy. Grab a fork and basically just squish it all together. Once I would take those out of the oven, I would just drizzle this on top of them. Voila. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video and for supporting my channel. I'm super excited to share a whole lot more homesteading type things with you if you care to see them. Do you have any specific homesteading questions that you would like answered? If so, leave them in the comments below. Cheers.